We interrupt the program now in progress to bring you a special report.
Here are the highlights this morning's news.
From the WPGU News Desk, here's today's headlines on WPGU 1071, Champaign's Alternative.
From WPGU News, I'm Emily Crawford. It's Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. Locally, Diane Marlin, Urbana mayor, has issued an emergency order to change the staffing requirements and response times for private ambulance services to aid the combat against the COVID-19 pandemic. The order states the changes were made in order to offer flexibility to first responders during this crisis.
We're staying apart. We're in this together. We'll get through this together. And frankly, I'm very proud of the response that I'm seeing in the community and in Champaign County. We're ahead of the curve here, and we're setting an example, I think, for the rest of the state.
These modifications include the allowance of smaller staffing and slower response times without ambulance companies facing penalties or fines. In Illinois, the McCormick Center, a large convention center in Chicago, has been outfitted to become a new makeshift hospital to help carry the load of COVID-19 cases in the city. The new hospital is set to have about 3,000 beds, and the first 500 could be ready as early as this week. Governor J.B. Pritzker activated the Illinois Air National Guard, about 30 members, to help prepare the space for the incoming patients.
These first 500 beds up this week, followed by the next 500 by next week. The next 1,250 by the week of April 20th, and the final 750 acute care beds by the end of the month.
Nationally, unemployment claims reached 3.2 million last week, as companies continue to lay off or furlough workers due to the intensifying coronavirus pandemic. Recent projections by the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis have predicted unemployment numbers may surge to 47 million in the second quarter, though this estimate did not factor in the recently passed stimulus packages. Fed President James Bullard has stated this spike is a temporary anomaly, and if the virus is managed correctly, the economy will likely rebound to normal by the fourth quarter. In the arts, the National Recording Registry at the Library of Congress has announced its entry selections for 2020. The registry selects 25 diverse recordings each year for preservation. This year, the chosen recordings range from a broadcast of a 1951 tiebreaker game between the New York Giants and Brooklyn Dodgers to YMCA by the Village People. Also included is the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood theme song, Dr. Dre's album The Chronic, and several orchestral recordings. From WPGU News, I'm Emily Crawford.
Hear all the latest news every hour, weekdays 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. on WPGU 1071.